the world's most advanced cold wallet for the new generation of cryptocurrency lovers.
So if you are interested in buying this decent wallet, you can find a link in the description down below where you will get a 20% discount. Thank you very much, and let's dig in the video.
What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. We have some very interesting stuff to talk about. We have here Ben Armstrong tweeting, the Howey test does not apply to Ripple XRP. The SEC is going to have to admit that there was nothing in Ripple's contract that created expectations of profits of purchasers. So this is very, very interesting, guys. And we are so near to the end of this case, because the SEC has to admit now that XRP is not a security. So guys, I have some interesting stuff going on here, and I also want to share with you guys in the coming videos XRP NFTs. So be sure, guys, that you will follow the channel, subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for some interesting upcoming news about XRP NFTs. So let's dig in.
Last week also saw Ripple scoring some major points against the Goon Squad. How? Well, unfortunately for he who must not be named, Judge Netburn is ordering the SEC to explain, among other things, how the Howey test applies to XRP, status of Ether and Bitcoin, and the sale of XRP as investment contracts. Ouch. Attorney Hogan put it best. The SEC is going to be forced to admit that there is nothing in any of these contracts that create an expectation of profits by purchasers of XRP. That's a big problem for the SEC. And good news for Ripple, because for XRP to be a security, there has to have been some kind of investment contract, meaning regular people must have bought XRP in return for a promise that Ripple would work to increase the token value. But here's the thing, no such contracts exist. So the SEC is going to have to pull off some pretty impressive regulatory gymnastics to explain. Last week also saw
very, very interesting, guys. Now you can see that this case just cannot go anywhere else but to the victory of Ripple. So here we have right on time November, Beba Cox. Let's take a look what this guy is saying.
Even for people or companies transacting within wealthy nations, the cost of cross-border payments, while lower than at any point in history, remain high. A payment among G7 nations still incurs about a 2% transaction fee. That presents a challenge because history tells us that when that fee goes down, the pace and volume of commerce will increase. I know many of you entered the world of blockchain technology to solve problems like this one. You see cryptocurrency and related fintech innovation as a way to make the global economy easier to navigate for everyone. And I want to let you know, we share that aspiration. Our Treasury Department is enthusiastic about financial innovation when pursued responsibly and with an eye towards broad opportunity rather than just financial engineering. Even for people or companies
Very interesting, guys. Here we can see a picture as above, so below. So here we have Bill second, third, 4. November 22 is key, and you can see because it's really getting close right now. November 22, 2022, actually the ISO 2022 is gonna be live. I have questions for the SEC. How do investors enter into a common enterprise with a company they're completely unaware of? How do these investors rely on promises or inducements from a company if they're unaware that company exists? Unfortunately, public perception of a transaction has no legal standing in securities law. They look at the transaction itself. The truth is about half of all investors in XRP learned about Ripple after the lawsuit. But apparently the SEC cares about winning the case more than protecting investors or what the truth actually is. Now, we know that, guys, we know the SEC is corrupt and they're not gonna just let this go very easily. I can tell you why. So he's responding actually to how Ripple is not in the top 3 at the moment is difficult to understand. And please note, I'm not punting anything here. I'm really trying to understand the reason behind it all with these numbers. How? Guys, this is mind-blowing. Let's take a look and I will show you guys that the price of XRP is being heavily suppressed because it's very weird what's going on. I can tell you why: a years-long concerted effort by media, regulators, industry participants to keep it from being number one. We have the names, we have the timeline, we have it all, and we're not done yet. Let's take a look.
Current transaction fee for Ethereum is $6.49, and during peak time periods like the bullish time period of the cryptocurrency market in April and in May, it would cost $24, $65, $71 to send any amount of Ethereum. If you wanted to send your buddy $100, or if you wanted to pay for something, it would cost you $71 in a transaction fee to send $100, leaving you with $28.28 remaining. Even if you just Google Ethereum average transaction fee, the average fee is $51.45 to send any amount of Ethereum. We could see the Bitcoin average transaction fee today is $3.70 to send any amount of Bitcoin. How about during the peak time period back in April of this year? $62.79 to send any amount of Bitcoin. If you wanted to send $5 somewhere, it would cost you $62. But XRP, sitting in the number 3 position, the biggest threat to number 1 and number 2, has a transaction fee of 0.0002 per transaction.
Can you see, guys? Can you see the difference? It's crazy. And this was back in, I think this was back in 2019 or 2020 even, when he was looking at the differences of the transaction fees. The gas fees on Ethereum are insane, guys. It would take you a full salary to make a couple of transactions on Ethereum. It's really, really crazy. So, and you can see that by the time that this video was put on, we were back in 2019. And this was, even then, it was too much to send Ethereum. Okay, and Ripple has always been not even 2 cents. It's a fraction of a 0.001 cent. So it's crazy how it's not even in the top 3. If you look back from around January 1 to January 2, 2018, when XRP hit all-time high, you begin to see how this concerted effort to take it down began. It is not a coincidence that this lawsuit came along. None of this has been coincidence. Just take a look at this video, guys. I'm not gonna play the sound of this video, but you can just see Ripple will be bigger than Bitcoin, but it has to hit $7 first. So this was back in 2018. Here's what's going on. Right now, Bitcoin is the biggest cryptocurrency in the world by market cap. Market cap refers to the value of the entire digital currencies in circulation. It's worked out by multiplying the supply of the virtual coin by the price per unit. But now that Bitcoin value is dropping, some wonder if another cryptocurrency could usurp the number 1 spot. Some say Ripple could be number 1. Each Bitcoin is worth around $15,000 and Ripple sells for around $2. But Ripple has one huge advantage. Ripple has more coins in circulation than Bitcoin. There are over 38.7 billion of Ripple's XRP compared to Bitcoin's 17 million coins. These numbers are not correct now. Ripple only needs about 164% rise. Just last year, Ripple saw gains of 36,000%. So can you see how close Ripple was to actually flip Bitcoin? And very obviously it would flip Bitcoin because it's just more efficient. But you can see now that Ripple didn't make any moves towards this move while it was so close. So you can see that by the time, guys, they made Ripple being forgotten. And it will only be a matter of time before people really see how efficient it really is. Here you can see JP Morgan unlocking 120 billion value in cross-border payments. How banks can leverage central bank digital currencies for corporates. So here someone says they're referring to their own stablecoin, not Ripple, but they are using the ODL that Ripple provides. It's exactly the same thing. Ripple is the only one with ODL, guys. Do not be fooled. Here you can see the differences. CLS, Swift, Finality, and Ripple. Here you can see the differences in Ripple. Low cost, instant settlement, and transparency. So actually everything is good with Ripple and the most high. You can see that it's just too efficient, guys, to not be used. XRP lawsuit, SEC's course of action will have this effect. Many investors hoping for a speedy resolution in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit were disappointed to the court granting the SEC's request to push the discovery to 14th of January. So this is a very significant date, guys. This is very, very important. By January 14th, XRP can be valued a lot of money. While winning and losing the lawsuit seem like clear-cut results, a settlement comes with its own implications. Deaton claimed if the judge finds that XRP is not a security, that the SEC did not give a fair and adequate notice to the market. If they actually get a ruling and win, that's going to stop Gensler's jurisdiction approach to crypto. Because at that point in time, really the SEC would only have jurisdiction over a pure ICO type of offering. Look how big this case is. If Ripple wins this case, they cannot regulate other cryptocurrencies. They can only offer some rules with ICOs, which is huge, guys, and that's why this case is not just a small case. So it is quite possible that the SEC settles with Ripple so they can still potentially go after other cryptos. You see what's happening? They have to put some kind of settlement with Ripple so they can still regulate other coins. My biggest fear is the SEC dismissing the case because they fear a loss, and then it's like the last year didn't happen. That's very, very bad. Chris Bummer is right. There is a lot at stake here, which is why we need Congress to play a leading role in providing guidance and clarity for not just stablecoins as is recommended by the PWG report, but crypto broadly ASAP. They just want regulation. They don't want anything else. You can see that Brad is very cool about it. ECB's Panetta says digital euro should expand overall payment solutions. For the central bank's digital currency to be successful, it should not be seen as competition for private payment solutions. The ECB is examining whether to introduce a central bank digital currency for retail payments, Panetta said in a speech in Madrid. If payments trends in the European Union continue, cash could quickly lose its central role and become a redundant way of settling bills. Make no mistake, but within 1 to 5 years, guys, it's going to be over with cash. They're going to have a CBDC and it's going to be used on RippleNet. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. See you in the next one.